Hi, Joe. Good boy. Very compliant today. So welcome everyone. My name's Gareth Aled, I'm the resident puppetry director, and I'd like to introduce you to someone. This is Joey. This is our full-grown adult puppet horse, and Joey is one of the characters within Warhorse. I'd like to talk a little bit about what these puppeteers are doing. It takes 3 puppeteers to bring this one character to life. So we have a head puppeteer, a heart puppeteer, and a hind puppeteer. And they have 2 jobs each generally. They have a technical task and an emotional indicator. So let me talk about those. So technically, this head puppeteer is maintaining the head at height. Joey's eye line is very important. It suggests a lot about thought. And where Joey's looking is really key in the telling of our story. Emotionally, and if I be a little bit of a bad horse person with Joey here and I make a bit of a noise. Hey. Sorry, and you can see the ears that pin back. The ears are operated by bicycle brake levers, and that's our emotional indicator. Sorry, Joey. Hi. We can tell you a lot about what the horse is feeling, what the horse is thinking, by what the ears are doing. So pin back, fear, agitation. You can see now that the head is lowering and the ears are softening, facing forwards, much more passive, much more inquisitive. They're really key. Heart puppeteer, technically, every time the horse moves, there's triggers here, and the pulling of those triggers curl the hoof. And that articulation in the ankle and the knee joint really convinces you of a horse-like action. Now, emotionally, this is the simplest mechanism, but probably the most important. When the heart puppeteer bends their knees, the horse breathes. And when something is breathing on stage, we convince you that it's living. And the rhythm of that breath will suggest what the horse is feeling. So if Joey is exhausted, if this is a tired, weary horse, the breath is deeper, the head lowers. Or if Joey is more sprightly and alert, hey Joey, hi. You can see that the breath is shallower, shorter, and that is key. All of our puppets breathe on stage. It's really powerful in the way we tell the story. Finally, the hind puppeteer. Emotionally, there are bicycle brake levers here, and so when the puppeteer pulls those triggers, left and right, up and down, we get gorgeous tail expression. And so the tail, the breath, and the ears are the emotional indicators. But technically, our horses need to walk, trot, and gallop. They participate in cavalry charges. Joey gallops through the fields of Devon. And so we need to sell to an audience walking, trotting, galloping. So the hind puppeteer maintains that gait. Joey, walk on. So a walk is a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into a trot, walk on. 2 count. 1, 2, 1, 2. Into a gallop, go on, Joey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so what we do is we use those gaits on the spot and travelling through the stage to sell the idea of horses travelling through space. Good boy, Jim. And so these puppeteers work incredibly hard. But if they do their job correctly, you will forget that these puppeteers exist. And that's true of an auditorium with 1,000 or 2,000 people. Just before Joey goes, Joey has a bit of a party trick, and so we're going to try and get Joey to rear up on his hind legs. Joey boy. And way up, Joey. Way up, boy. Good boy. Good boy, Joey. So I welcome you now. Come closer. Take some photographs. If you'd like some close-up videos, please do. He's not shy. He's a well-behaved horse, so do get closer. Good boy, Jerry. Good boy.
And here we are at Curve Theatre, and I'm Phil Lowe from East Midlands Theatre, and we're here for the press launch of Warhorse. And today I'm with one of the actors, Clive Keene, who's playing... Who are you playing, Clive?
So I'm playing 2 roles. I'm playing John Gregg and Sergeant Fine.
Fantastic. And are you enjoying the tour?
Absolutely, it's an absolute honour to be part of this incredible show, and especially experiencing the show with these incredible puppets that we have. We have a heart, a hind, and head puppeteers, and just being around these horses every day is just is dream come true.
And as an actor, they say, and I know this for a fact because I've seen the show, that the audience genuinely start to forget that there are people operating the horses and believe they're horses.
Absolutely.
But as an actor, do you get that same feeling as well?
Well, yeah. Even in rehearsals, even when we started out, it was incredible how quickly you forget that it's actually operated by 3 people. You really do feel, and it's testament to the skill that they have actually to make you believe that there's a real breathing, living horse on stage there with you. And it's a joy to be around Joey and the other horses that we have in the show. And you do forget, even when I'm on stage now, sometimes I just find myself, looking at the horse and really believing that it's alive. And the way that the puppeteers are able to make you believe that each moment can be different. So every day, Joey might do something different, slightly, and they really are incredible at their jobs.
In tune with what's happening on stage, 100%.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So have you been abroad with this show?
We have actually, yes.
Yeah?
We've been lucky enough. We went to Hong Kong, and then we went over to Auckland in New Zealand, and both those were just incredible experiences. Especially in Hong Kong, where the first language isn't English, so that added some challenges, and it was a real honour to be part of the show out there.
Do they caption it in China?
Do, yes. Yeah. So they had Cantonese on the sides and captions.
They also have their own production, haven't they? Where so the Chinese languages. So is it Mandarin?
Yeah. There's a Chinese language production, which I believe is still touring around China as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And when these productions, just a general question really, when these productions do go to a foreign country where the first language isn't English, is it still advertised as, and I imagine so by copyright, advertised as Warhorse, or do they put another name on the posters, their own words for Warhorse?
That's an interesting question. So I think within the concept of the show, I think the way that it's marketed abroad is predominantly the same. But I wouldn't be able to answer specifics about the exact detail of what's put on the posters.
Okay, so it's a very emotional show. I remember bringing out the tissues at the end.
Yes.
And I wondered what kind of responses that you get from the audience. Either you're aware of them in the audience and can sense a feeling coming across from a mass feeling, if you like, or outside of the show that they might have seen you at the stage door. What kind of response do they offer you?
I think the show itself, the themes within the show transcend a lot of time, and the play is set against the backdrop of World War I, but it's not a play about war. It's about friendship and love and courage. And I think those themes are things that the audience really can identify with and relate to. And as an actor, it's a real pleasure to be part of something that is allowing the audience to really have such an emotional reaction to what we're showing.
I understand your family's from Leicester?
Yes.
And so how does it feel to be back at the fantastic theatre, Leicester Cove?
It's an absolute pleasure to be here. This is one of the venues that I was looking forward to the most for many reasons. So obviously I trained here, I went to De Montfort University, I've got lots of family here, and they're all coming to see the show. And I'm really excited, especially my grandma who's quite elderly now and can't travel around that much, so I'm really excited for her to come and see the show.
Lovely. Well, thanks very much for your time today. It's been lovely talking to you.
Great talking to you too.
Take care and broken legs to you all.
Thanks very much.
Take care. Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.